Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you.
Hey, I'm D Rose, and you're watching the Brown Book series with Shay Bay.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby, and I'm back with the Brown Book series. And as promised, author D Rose.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming and joining us, man. We appreciate it. You are a star, you know. You's an author. You got books and things. You know, you could have been like, "Nah, I'm Gucci. I'll get with y'all later."
No, never that. I'm for the people. For the people.
I appreciate that. Look at you, politicking. That's what I'm talking about.
If I didn't have readers, there would be no D Rose. So
this is true. So tell us a little bit about D Rose. Hold on. Let me say what I know about you first, okay? And then you could be like, "No, girl, wait, hold on. That's not." You're from the DMV, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What part?
I live in Prince George's County, gorgeous Prince George's. I've been here since I was 14, so this is my 14th year in the DMV.
Okay.
I was born in Atlanta, lived in North Carolina for a little bit, and then I've been in the DMV, so that's what I claim now.
Yeah, that's cool. Of course, I'm from Atlanta all day. Grady, baby.
Okay.
From Atlanta, but my older brothers are from Maryland, from Capitol Heights.
Yeah. Capitol Heights?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. They PG.
Yeah, all day. PG County all day. Don't get them. Let's be quiet just in case they hear us. They PG.
Yeah, people go hard from here. It's like it's not a game.
Yeah, it's not a game, and it's cool though. I love it. You know, I love it. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, she did.
The way we speak, like everybody's just supposed to know what PG County is. It's beautiful. Like, yeah,
it is beautiful. I must say, you know, I be talking shit with them because, you know, but yeah, I'm a Redskins fan, you know, so I get it. It's cool though. So besides being from the DMV, like, what is D Rose all about? Who is Miss D Rose? Like, how did you start writing? Did you know you wanted to be a writer? Like, did you wake up and was like, "Bitch, I'm about to write"?
So it didn't come that easily. So I will say I graduated from Morgan State University. Shout out to HBCU. Shout out to MSU. So I was a year out of college. So when you graduate, you're like, "Oh, I'm going to get a job. I'm going to move out my mama's house. I'm going to pay back my debt." Like, you have all these big dreams. And I was a year out of school and I was working a temp job. Like, things were just not going the way that I envisioned. I was going on job interviews and then, you know, getting those sorry emails. So
what was your degree in?
Psychology. So I have a degree in psychology.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I was really trying to get into research and trying to find a research assistant position. It just wasn't coming easy. So in the midst of going through all of that, my sister, well, she's my sister-in-law, shout out to Bintu, she gifted me a Kindle for my graduation gift. I told her, I was like, when I graduate, you know, I want to be like those people on the train, reading their books on the way to work, you know, being really adult-like. So I was like, I want to do that. So she got me a Kindle. I was reading nonfiction, self-help, you know, stuff like that. And which really wasn't what I wanted. I couldn't find what I wanted. And my friends, two of my friends from college, they were like, "Oh, we found," I can't even think of the book or the author, but it was an indie author. And they were like, "Oh, we found this book. You should read it." Then it was like, "We have Kindle Unlimited. It's a subscription. You can get all these books." Like, so I'm like, okay, let me see what this is. So then after I read that one book, I kept seeing recommendations for more authors and more authors, these Black women, independent, writing romance. I'm like, it's a whole world that I have not been a part of.
Right.
So I'm reading and reading because in my mind, authors are these older women. They're established, you know, they've been doing this for 20 years. And, you know, so I'm like, you know, I can't do this. You know, at the time, I'm just 25 out of college, you know, I've written for the newspaper and written thousands of papers in college, but like, can I write a book? So I'm still reading and reading. And as I'm reading, I ran across Alexandra Warren, who is, I want to say, maybe 1 or 2 years older than me. And I'm like, we're around the same age. She's doing it and been doing it and bomb. Like, I can do it. So, like, seeing someone close in your age doing it, you're like, I can do this too. So I just start writing my first book. I wrote another book that would never see the light of day.
Is it romance as well?
It would never see the light. It was just a practice. Like, I just wanted to write it. So then I wrote my very first book, Another Chance to Love. And my best friend actually she wrote a poetry book. So we released our books around the same time. So I had someone with me throughout the process.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. So I released my book June 4th. She released hers June 24th on her birthday. I mean, June 22nd on her birthday. And after I published my first book, it was just mind blowing the reception I received. You know, like, people were reading my book, buying it, like authors.
Wait, I'm sorry, back up. June 24th was the day that you published your first book?
June 4th, 2018.
Okay, June 4th. Okay, and then her birthday is June. Okay, go.
Yeah. So when I saw the reception I was receiving, I was like, okay, you know, authors are supporting me, authors that don't know who I am, you know, readers are supporting me, you know, I can do this. So then I wrote my second book, and then, you know, I kept writing after that. And I'm like, you know, like, this is something I want to do. Like, I enjoy reading, you know, I love writing. And I've been, you know, like, when you look back, it's like, I've been doing this all along. I just never thought I could do it at this level.
Right.
So I published my first book in 2018 and haven't looked back.
We're glad that you didn't look back, ma'am. We're happy about that. I'm here to tell you. So let me ask this. Mm-hmm. Why did you pick romance?
I like romance because I know that there will be a happy ending.
Okay.
Because, you know, with literary fiction, it could start bad and end bad with books. I like with romance, you know, like, I love love. I love Black love. So just writing about it, and something that I know, about. So, and I just enjoyed reading all the romance novels by independent Black authors, and even some traditionally published authors. It's just the feeling that you get, and like the warm, fuzzy feeling that I get while writing and reading it. So,
I love. It's wonderful that you said that you love, and you know Black love, because you know at this time of era that we in, where it's so many Black females that say they don't know anything about love, don't want to read no romance books. Some of my friends was like, oh, that's not real. That's not real love. And I'm like, there is love out here, and Black love is beautiful. Yes, Black love is beautiful. Look at you. So how hard was it to get published?
It wasn't hard at all, I guess, because I spent a good 6 months researching indie publishing versus traditional publishing, like what steps I would have to go through, like, because like I said, I wanted to do research. So like doing research is ingrained in me. So like spending the time looking up Amazon, KDP, Lulu, other places to publish books, I just really got a taste of it. And I reached out to a few authors and asked them, you know, like, what are the pros and cons? But it wasn't hard at all. I think the hardest part was building up the courage to publish it and say, you know, people are going to have something to say. You just got to be ready for it. For me, and then marketing, because I'm a brand new author, and sometimes people, you know, just stick to who they know, stick to what they know, don't try to venture out. So publishing wasn't really hard for me because I spent an extensive amount of time researching it. I didn't just like jump in.
These psychology degrees, research was our thing. Yeah. You know what the hell you was talking about.
Yeah, let me make sure.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Who is your favorite author? A lot of authors hate when I ask them that. They're like, "Shay, really?" I'm like, they're just like asking, who's your favorite child? I was like, well, we all know you do have a favorite kid. I don't care what nobody say. You have a favorite child. So who is your favorite author?
Who? Just one?
Two. I do two.
From any genre, or it doesn't matter?
In genre. No, you know what? Romance. Let's stick to romance. Yeah.
Okay, so since I can pick two, I'm going to pick two.
Okay.
So Jacinta Howard and Christina C. Jones. I will pick those two since I have to pick two. Those are the two I would pick.
Those are two. Okay. Those are great authors, though. That's good because
Well,
you pick
they're
like girl.
so like when I met them, like when you like, oh, I like them, and then when you meet someone, it's kind of like when I met them, like I was like, okay, now I have more respect for you because they're nice. They welcomed me, they weren't like stuck up or like,
And that is the main reason why I wanted to do this this platform. Because I was telling my friends, I was like, yo, it's one thing when you're reading their books. Like I was gung-ho, like Brenda Jackson all day. I'm never leaving from Brenda Jackson. I'm moving to the Westmorelands, like, all day. Her and Frances Ray, that was it. That was all. And I was like, I came across Beverly Jenkins. And so that was it. I was like, okay, this is it right here. That's all I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then I went to a convention and I met them. And then I met like other writers like Kennedy and Ryan and, different ones. And I was like, yo, you're absolutely right. Once you meet the authors, it is like, I love, you just fall in love with them and their personality. And you can start seeing that personality in their writing.
Right.
Which just, and it connects. So that's how I felt when I was always reading Sharice Hodges' books. And when you talk to her, I'm like, yo.
Yeah,
she's one.
Yeah, and it's like, thank you for just being sweet and just treating me, like a human. And but they're just really sweet. I met them both at my very first author event last year, Indie Love. It was in Atlanta. We were all authors there, and like I'm so nervous. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna know who I am. They're not gonna care. But they were really sweet, and even if I'd like jump in their inbox to ask them a question or comment on something, they'll respond. So, because there's a stigma that Black women don't support each other, and we're all, and I haven't had that experience while being an indie author, so it's just really refreshing.
Good for you, and that's what I said too. In starting this, I haven't had any bad experiences whatsoever. Every female that I reached out to, they all been like, okay, Shay, let's try, let's do it. And it's always good that I always refer to Beverly Jenkins and Brenda Jackson as the OGs.
Right. Yeah.
So it's always good that the OGs are like, hey, give this sister a chance. Or, you know what I'm saying? Showing love. So that is cool. And I'm glad you haven't experienced any of the stereotype stuff that they say about Black women.
Yeah.
They asses. We all right, honey. They always got something to say. And always be the ones who don't deal with us. Like,
you just making stuff up.
You're just making stuff up. And we ain't trying to hear that. We're gonna dead that stereo. They're gonna have to make something else up about us.
Yeah, because that one's not good.
Yeah, that one's not good. And it's not true.
Yeah.
So, at all. Okay. Share my world.
Yes.
So let me just be honest real quick.
Okay.
And this on this platform, we can all just be honest, right? It's not that many authors that I may read one book and be like, oh, okay, let me go read something else. You know what I'm saying? It's just maybe Beverly Jenkins, Brenda Jackson. Still, I have my little circle of people. So I was like, Shay, let's just branch out, get a book, find out who you like or whatever, and just read a book. I'm not just saying this because I'm interviewing you, and this is the reason why I want to interview you, because I'm like, yo, that damn D Rose, girl. So I read the book, right? And I was like, well, what? Go back and see what else she done did, honey, because Miss Kylie them got me together. Now, is it Kylie or Kalia? What's that girl name?
Kaylee.
Yes. I'm from the South, girl. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, then. Okay, so I in doing these interviews, I try not to do a spoiler.
Okay.
My friends all say I spoil their experience. And I'll be like, y'all take y'all too long to read these books. So and this is the latest one that just came out, right?
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Okay. Without spoiling it.
So
Kaylee and Xander, because I don't think this is a spoiler. Kaylee and Xander met each other during a summer vacation as teenagers.
Yeah.
Xander was this was his last hurrah before going to college. Kaylee was there with her aunt who had raised her since she was a child. So they met each other during the summer, summer fling, teenage love, whatever. They promise to keep in touch. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So then, you know, they kind of go on with life, whatever. And then they both experience breakups that make them reevaluate things in their life and decisions they make.
I'm sorry, his was a hard breakup though.
Yeah, it was. It was very hard.
Sorry, but carry on. I'm sorry. Okay.
So in trying to find out who they are and why they go through the things they go through, they go back to Ocean City, which is in Maryland and Delaware, but my Ocean City is in Maryland. They go back to Ocean City and they bump into each other and they spend the summer reconnecting. And in their reconnection, it helps them kind of get over, you know, their breakups and other things that happen throughout their lives. So yeah, I really enjoy writing it. I mean, I might be biased because I wrote them, but I do love the story and I love their.
You ain't biased. I agree with you. So.
I love their connection, the time they spent together, the things that they did. I just thought it was really cute and sweet, and yeah.
I like it. Now, speaking of Ocean City,
okay,
so I also read that you like to travel.
Yes. I do.
Now, have you been to a place like, you know, somewhere like just beautiful and romantic that you draw your inspiration from? Like, you know, some people like, oh, I went to Paris and I sat there and I looked over the Eiffel Tower and I wrote a romance novel. Like, have you had that experience anywhere that you?
Yeah. So I've been to the Bahamas with my fiance actually, and that was really like romantic and sweet. So I can like use that as inspiration. I went to Bermuda with my friends last year. That was beautiful. And great to draw inspiration from. And other places several places like New York. I love New York. So I actually started writing my first book on a trip to New York. So New York, I love New York, and like Philly, like places like that. It doesn't have to be fancy, but just little things. Cause like little weekend trips, it's like, okay, you know, that's romantic. We bonded, we did this, even though we just went to Philly for the weekend. So things like that, I can draw inspiration from.
So you say your fiance, so you are in the midst of planning a wedding as well.
Yeah.
You'll write a book about it?
No, because it's just, I wouldn't even know what to say.
That book would be a USA bestseller for sure.
Yeah, like just say I do, because at this point it's really hard trying to plan something in the midst of this. And, you know, we were planning to do a destination wedding in February. So we're kind of just waiting to see what will be what in 8 months from now. So definitely we still have a little time to make a decision, but it's frustrating.
It is frustrating. How has your writing skill, well, I don't want to say your writing skill, your writing in general, has that been impacted by the pandemic? Like, does it message you that you're in the house? You know, how does that work for you?
It's been some good days and some bad days, because I mean, I've been in the house writing because I'm an author, but I realized that I spent a lot of time at coffee shops writing. Like I would go to Panera Bread for a few hours, sitting there and write, go to a local coffee shop, sitting there and write. But now, you know, I'm mostly like I'm in my office. Like this is just where I am. I'll try to switch it up and maybe write in the dining room or something. But I try to write as often as I can, because it is an escape from this, because I can immerse myself in these characters and their world. And then sometimes I'm writing and I'm like, oh wait, it's a pandemic. Like, oh wait, my friends was protesting today. So it's like, you know, so then real life hits you and then it's like no words are coming. So I've had my good days and I've had my bad days. But I'm just still fortunate and like blessed and grateful that I can write at all during that time. Because I do have some friends who are just like, I just can't do it.
Yeah. I heard that too. Like a couple of authors that I was talking to, they said they no creativity going on whatsoever. They can't do it. Because like you, they were used to writing in the Panera Breads and places like that. So
right, a different scenery. So now I'm just like looking at my wall and my plants, and I'm like, been looking at you for the past 4 months, like, you know.
Oh,
the good thing is I can find inspiration, if I listen to some music, maybe watch a TV show or something, it can kind of like help. Like, oh, okay, let me, peck a few words out. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How long does it normally take you to write a novel?
I probably say maybe a month to write it. Yeah, and then it goes through revisions and edits. So yeah, about a month. Before all of this started, I did have a strict writing routine. Like I would say, if I want a book to be 40,000 words and I wanted to have it done in 30 days, I knew how many words I would have to write in a day to get that done. But now it's just like whenever you can, sis, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
All right, D Rose, we have a couple of segments in our Brown Book series, interviews that we do. And one of the segments is called Name That Book.
Okay.
One of your books, though.
Okay.
I wouldn't do you like that.
Okay.
One of your books will give you either a passage from one of your books or either like the character's name or something like that. And you have to name that book.
Okay.
All right.
Pop quiz. I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready?
I think I'm ready.
Okay. Name that book. Hold on. I need to put my glasses on. Wait a minute. So I can name that book too. Okay, here she go. Let's see.
Okay, let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Name that book. You ready? Boom. I grabbed Ivy by the shoulders. Listen, she is not my girlfriend. We date and have sex. That's it. Name that book.
Okay. Well, since it says Ivy, I'm gonna say Another Chance to Love.
All I Need Is You.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay though. She was in Another Chance to Love too.
Yeah. So Dean said this to Ivy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I remember.
See?
He brought the girl to his friend's birthday dinner. Okay. See?
Yep. See? That's what I said too. When I read, like, what? What kind of go back? What they do? Yeah. You're doing great, girl. You're doing great.
Okay, I hope I get half a point for that.
Yeah. Name that book. Character, Skylar St.
Oh, Skylar. Love's Language.
Yes. Love's Language. See? All right, so you made up for the other point.
Yes, I did. Okay.
Okay. This one right here, though.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
No. You're going to get it. I'm telling you, you're going to get it. Name that book. I tore my glaze away from them and walked to the bar for a drink. Once they finished, it would be time for a 15-minute intermission.
Brown Sugar.
Oh.
Ready for Love.
That's it. Ready for Love.
I know they're at Ray's. They got to be at Ray's. This is
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Ready for Love. Okay. You're doing great. Okay. All right.
Like, dang, did I write these books? No,
right. And you have so many of them, so you just be like, what?
Like, hold on. Okay.
They're good though, girl. They're good. Okay. Name that book. You're gonna get this one. This one is easy.
Okay.
You're gonna get this one. Jasmine Ashford.
Oh, Sharia Moore.
Yes.
My favorite artist songs.
Yeah. Now, let me just say this too, man. You didn't have to do them people like that. You didn't have to bring that ex-girl. Listen. You didn't have to bring that girl back into their lives. Because Jasmine, I was riding for Jasmine, and then this other old scallywag.
It's always that way. He about to move on. Let me come back in and remind him.
Okay, but he wasn't having it. He was like, no, he wasn't having it. He was like, girl, bye. Okay.
Yeah, I found somebody better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were best friends, so which was even,
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of best friends, another segment that we do is called Who'd You Rather?
Okay.
Shit, we got going on over here. So we take the male characters from your book, and now you gotta let us know who'd you rather and why.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
I think so.
Tell your fiance, don't get mad. It's just characters. It's just a game.
You know, they made up.
Yeah, they made up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Who'd you rather? Xander Neal or Mecca Watson?
Oh my. I'm gonna say Mecca Watson.
Okay, why?
Mecca is very near and dear to my heart. He's this Southern gentleman who's all about his family and his woman and his music and nothing else. And you know, he wears grills and he's dark skinned and he got a beard. And
that's who I want, right? Yeah. Okay. So you want me? Okay. Who'd you rather? Malik Thompson or Sean Pierce?
wow, you really making it hard. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, girl.
Oh man. I'm gonna say, even though his story is very short, Sean Pierce, because he knew what he wanted, he went after it, and he was about his business.
Yeah, that's why I was sure. He was like, I want that one. Tag me in. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Last one. Who'd you rather? Amani Brown or Zane Murphy?
Wow. You really did this to me.
So you can tell which ones are my favorite books of yours, right?
Yes. This is wow. I love them both, but I would say I'm gonna say Amani. He was very persistent and he was about a good time.
Yeah.
And in the end, he was like, I want more. Like, this isn't it. We're gonna keep doing this.
Okay. So Amani it is. See, that was it. That wasn't that hard.
It was, because I wanted to say everybody. Like,
girl, you can't have all of them. Stop it now.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
If you were hosting a dinner party, it can invite only 5 people from any era. Who would it be?
5 people from any era. Okay, so I'm gonna invite Tupac, number 1.
Definitely.
I'm going to invite Beyonce. I really want to see if she's like how turned up she can get behind. You know, it's just us. It's not no cameras. It's not no people. Because you know, every time she have a party, we don't really know. You know, we sign NDAs. So,
right.
Beyonce. I would say Aaliyah. I'm a big Aaliyah fan.
Okay.
And I like her vibe. I feel like we could have been friends.
Okay.
I just threw this out here, but I really like James Baldwin. I was watching an interview with him the other day, and I really like how radical he was and how he spoke, how he felt. He didn't
smart,
yeah, and he was so intelligent. So I would invite him. And a 5th person. I would invite Allen Iverson. He's my favorite basketball player and my first crush. So I want to, hang out with him too.
Okay, yeah, you're a Philly girl for real. You love it. Yeah. Listen, they sleep on Allen Iverson. I don't know why.
They do.
He was a beast.
Yeah, and like even now, he's like low key living his life. Like we don't hear about him in the news doing crazy stuff.
Well, girl, we heard enough about him, so we need to relax.
After a little rock star bad boy phase, he was like, "All right,
I'm just gonna chill right now. Ain't too much."
Yeah.
All right, I get it. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do you like to do when you're not writing?
I like to travel. I haven't been able to do that in months. Luckily, I did go on a trip at the top of the year, which I'm really grateful for. What else? I like to eat, like restaurants, home cooked meals, cakes, soul food, seafood. Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yeah. If you like to eat, you got to know how to cook. That's my philosophy. So yeah, I can cook. I bake a lot too. I like to read, of course, whether it's a romance novel or a book to advance my vocabulary. Like I just like to read, and I like to hang out with. I have a lot of siblings, so I like to hang out with my
Yeah.
sisters. So biologically, I have three sisters. I'm the oldest.
Okay.
I have three younger sisters, and then when my aunt took me when I was 14, I took her children as my own too. So I have two older sisters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
love it. That's what's up. You said when you was 14?
Yeah, I moved to Maryland. Yep.
Oh, that's when you moved to Maryland with your aunt.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. Because sometimes, I don't know. I be feeling like, when you are, I don't want to say when kids get a certain age, they should be able to make their own decisions and anything like that. But I do feel like when they do get in that 13, 14, age bracket, if them living with auntie or the grandparents, you know what I'm saying, or in a different state or something like that, is better for them, I think you should let them.
Yeah, and that's definitely what my situation was. So
Yeah.
yeah.
See, you could have stayed in Georgia, and we would never know D Rose.
That's true. Because I wouldn't have gone to Morgan. Things just wouldn't have happened the way they did. So
Exactly. Big ups to Auntie for let's come on, girl, come on up here, hang out with us. Okay, so this is about to be the end of the interview. I just want to say before I ask you this last question, thank you so much for coming on with us.
well, again, thank you for inviting me. This was really fun. And after watching the previous interview, I was like, although we're not in person, like it's still fun. I feel like, you my cousin. I have family in Atlanta. You sound like my cousin. I'm like, this is great. Like, that's very comfortable. And this was laid back.
Well, thank you. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be quick, sweet, informative and fun. And and I've learned a lot about you in these 30 minutes. I'm like, hey, I'm putting you the top of my list.
Thank you.
Top of my list, girl. All right, so we want everyone to go out and get anything that has D Rose on it. We don't care what it is. T-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever. Wait, before I go.
Mm-hmm.
Designs. What is it? Roseville Designs, is it?
Oh, I do have, I have mugs and bags and things like that. And I have a tumbler that I made. It has Rosebud on it. Yes,
Okay.
I have some merch. Yeah, trying to. Yeah.
That's some merch. So, tell everybody where they can go in and get your, get your merch, you find your books and all the good stuff, your website, all your social media platforms.
So the best way to find out what's going on with me is my website, which is authordrose.com. Real simple. My Instagram is Who is D Rose. I thought that was really cute when I made it, but so my Instagram is Who is D Rose. My Twitter and Facebook are both Author D Rose. I'm pretty active on all social media platforms because every reader is different. So there might be a chunk of readers on Facebook, but then there's some readers who are only on Instagram and some on Twitter. So I try to post evenly on all three platforms. I update my website regularly because there are some people who don't use social media at all.
Right.
I also have a mailing list. I send out an email maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I try to keep my mailing list subscribers because, again, they might not have social media either. So I try to keep them up to date with what's going on. So like this interview will be in my mailing on my newsletter when it's published. And
girl, what's on there? Yeah.
To join my mailing list, it's really easy. You can text Rosebud, one word, ROSEBUD, to 33777. And there's also a link on my website, authordrose.com, to subscribe to my mailing list. So, yeah.
All right, we love it. Okay, D Rose, last question.
Okay.
If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
Honestly, it would be The Rose That Grew from Concrete. I know it's been used. I know it's from Tupac, but that's really what my life is, the rose that grew from concrete. Despite everything I've been through, all the obstacles, I still bloomed into this beautiful flower. And despite the rough surroundings, here I am.
I love it.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you so much for doing this interview with us. We appreciate you. We're rooting for you, sister. And may God bless you and you prosper in anything that you touch in life.
Thank you. And I hope to meet you in person one day. And
you will, girl. You will. One day.
If we can do this again, I wouldn't mind. This was really fun. I really enjoyed
Oh, yeah. We're going to do this again. Believe that. Believe that, girl. All right. Thank you so much. Everybody, please go pick up the novel, her latest novel, Share My World. It's in stores now. Thank you, D. Rose.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.